Well, a good early Sunday morning to you. It's Dan. I want to welcome everyone to my rainy and cold home in the sticks. Hope everybody is having a good weekend, and I hope everybody had a show enough good Thanksgiving. But over here in East Central Mississippi, it done got cold on us, and it's raining now. Before we get started on today's video, I always like to mention that if you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. And if you're returning just to see what old Dan's got going on over her, I thank you for coming back. But what I want to share with you and y'all today is, well, actually, we're going to pick up from yesterday. I started a video yesterday. I was going to upload it yesterday, but I got called away from the homestead. So we're just going to pick it up today. And what we're doing is, can you vacuum seal gumbo? We're going to see. Give me a second. We're getting off in this shop, and that's what we finna do's. Dan, you finna do what? I cooked a little small gumbo for Thanksgiving this year. And every year, or every time I cook gumbo, I always have some left over. And I can't stand wasting it. So what I do is, I actually freeze it, vacuum seal it, and preserve it in the deep freeze till it's time for old Dan to eat some gumbo. So here is the gumbo that I made, and this is just a traditional chicken and sausage gumbo. Lord of mercy, that ain't nothing but goodness right there. So that's what we finna do. And I'm gonna show you and y'all, yeah, you could vacuum seal gumbo and freeze it for later use. But before we get off into getting this done, I wanna answer a few questions. I always get comments like, Dan, why do you use, Ziploc bags to freeze whatever it is you're gonna freeze, and then later on, use these? Why don't you use these? And this is just old dollar store container with a lid on it. To be perfectly honest, for me, and this is just for my application, it is a lot cheaper to just go to the Wally World and buy a box of these things, 50 of them, for, I don't know, $2 or $3, versus going to the dollar store and buying a pack of 5 or 6 of these. And it's just economically cheaper for me to buy these off-brand Ziploc bags, and they work. But that's why I use the Ziploc bags. Yes, it's kind of wasting them because it's a one-time thing. You cut them off, throw them away, but that's okay. They're on the cheap side, and it works really, really well for me. So let's get this gumbo in some Ziploc bags, and we're gonna put them in the freezer. So what I like to use is just a old plastic measuring cup. Here is my Ziploc bag, and I have a cannon funnel that I put in there. And what I do is I like to get some of the meat out and drop that in the bag first using a slotted spoon, just to make sure that I have meat in all of the bags. Kind of looks like that. And just use a dipping ladle, and I grab some juice, and I just fill all of that meat up with the gumbo juice. And again, I'm just doing this to ensure that each bag has some meat in it, because who likes to eat a gumbo that don't have any meat in it, right? Seal the Ziploc bag up a little bit, squeeze a little bit of that air out of there if I can. And there you go. One bag of gumbo that is going in the deep freeze to get frozen. All right, so I'm gonna get the rest of these Ziploc bags filled up with this Show Enough Good gumbo. I turn this camera back on and show you what we're gonna do next. So we ended up with 3 bags of gumbo that are in the freezer. So once them jokers good and frozen, I'll bring y'all back and show you the final step, and that's vacuum sealing the bags. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, here is our gumbo that we put in the freezer yesterday. It's solid as a rock. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Ziploc bag off, throw it in a FoodSaver bag. We're gonna seal it up. I got it labeled, and we're gonna rock on. All right, here is our frozen gumbo. Slide this joke into this. Oh, look how easy that goes in there. Slide that joker down in there. Give the edges of this vacuum seal bag a wipe. And here we go. There we go. A perfectly sealed bag of gumbo that we made for Thanksgiving. So yes, can you vacuum seal gumbo? Yes, you can. There it is right there. What's really cool about this, being able to do it this way, is I put this in the deep freeze and it'll stay for several years. I've eaten gumbo that I made from 2018. Once I defrost it, tastes like I just made it. It's that good. And, you know, whenever you want a hankering for gumbo, there you go. Got some in the freezer that you can eat. All right, that's what I wanted to share with you and y'all today. Show you that you can actually freeze gumbo, slip it in a vacuum seal bag, seal it up, put it in deep freeze, and it'll be good to go for years. As long as there's no tears in the bag and air can get to it, it'll stay for a while. What I'm probably gonna do is, in maybe a year's time, I'm gonna save a bag of that gumbo and I'm gonna show you just how good it is. We're gonna defrost it, open it up, eat it, and I'm gonna show you how good it is just after a year. So again, I hope everybody is having a good Sunday, and I hope everybody is staying safe this weekend amid the crisis that we still have going on. If you like this video, go on and give it a thumbs up, they help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home to Sticks channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come on over here, give old Dan a look, because I'm always doing stuff. With that being said, you know it's coming. Dan Referee showing off, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody. You sure enough get your shine on. It's important. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.